Hi, I'm Terry Brodoff. I am Vice President of Etz Chaim congregation. I'm a member of the oversight team and so proud to be a member. I work with amazing people who have brought so many talents together, and we have become a true family. I also want to thank all the people who truly have given their all to make this happen. We started as strangers, much as people do when they date, and we have grown into a true family, a true congregation. So I'll take this moment to thank everybody for all that they have given, all that they are, and for allowing me to expand my family from one small family to a very large family, Etz Chaim. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Simon Newman, and I am the new president of Congregation Etz Chaim. Almost 2 years ago, I met with 5 congregants from Congregations Ohav Shalom and Congregation B'nai Tzedek. We had our first meeting in the law offices of Randy Slavin. We met for about an hour and talked about the possibility of merging our 2 congregations. To be honest, we really didn't get very far. But we kept meeting, and after bringing in Dick Friedman, we began to make a lot of progress. And I am happy to say now, at this wedding event, that we managed through all of our issues. We solved them, we compromised, we made very difficult decisions, but here we are today on Cornell Road, a brand new congregation, Congregation Etz Chaim. My hopes for the future is that the congregation will grow and thrive and become a model for congregations all over the country.
I'm Dick Friedman. I'm pleased to say that my role in this marriage ceremony is one of a consultant. I was asked by several individuals, my good friend Russ Rosen and Randy Slavin, Daryl Radin, to come together almost 2 years ago in August to have breakfast. You never want to have a free breakfast, but when you have a free breakfast, and the issue on the table was we would like to have a merger between 2 synagogues in the city. We understand that you have a variety of skill sets. I was a longtime president of the Jewish Federation, Jewish Community Relations Council, Hillel, Center for Holocaust and Humanity Education, so I knew the Jewish community well, and the idea was to have an outside, objective consultant be part of a conversation to have a new synagogue in town, one which would take the legacy of Ohav Shalom and the legacy of B'nai Tzedek and put them together as a new congregation. So for the past 2 years, I have spent as many hours as one could imagine in breakfasts and lunches and meetings to help and understand issues and to understand how one would put a merger together so that it would be a satisfying event. There were hills and valleys, of course, but today, March 29th, 2015, I'm pleased to say that the marriage will take place momentarily under the watchful eye of one of our neighborhood rabbis, and it will be a marvelous occasion such that Etz Chaim will be a new congregation on the land in Cincinnati and the Cincinnati area. I'm pleased to have had an opportunity to consult with my good friends and to allow my wisdom to be chosen when issued and when wished.
You may be seated. Baruchim habayim. We are blessed to be here today to bear witness to an unusual event, the marriage of two congregations. Simon and Terry, you stand here not as yourselves, but as the representatives of the two founding congregations, Congregation B'nai Tzedek and Congregation of Shalom. And as the new leadership of the new community formed from this marriage, Congregation Etz Chaim. You walk down the aisle, each carrying a Sefer Torah from your founding communities. The Torah is our history and our heritage. Each founding congregation is bringing a Sefer Torah into this ceremony. This way, each founding congregation brings its unique heritage and wisdom to this marriage, which creates your new community. Your congregations were clear from the beginning that you were creating something new and unique. You are forging new relationships, not simply a merger, but a new creative partnering. The marriage metaphor accompanied you through the entire process, beginning with the first tentative dates as each congregation put on its best behavior for those cautious initial encounters. Then members became acquainted during periodic joint Shabbat services. You continued to court each other through the first disagreements, addressing the challenges of when to face a typical meet the parents scenario, and finally working together to create a new unified community grounded in your mission and vision. Two of the core values that your community has embraced are building a participatory community and fostering innovative and creative approaches. We are standing under this amazing chuppah, created from the handiwork of the congregants. There are close to 100 panels decorated by young and old, by professional artists, and those intimidated by a set of crayons. And they combine to form this chuppah. Over 128 individuals contributed to the building, designing, and decorating process. The chuppah reminds us of the home and community you are erecting here and of the tent of Avraham. Like Abraham's tent, it is open on all sides, welcoming in all. The partners in this wedding are committed to creating a synagogue home of mutual respect and support, a home of deep learning and engagement with Judaism, a home of joy and laughter. Simon and Terry, you came under the chuppah, each carrying a Torah. You became the vehicle for the Torahs to circle each other and then circling together, reflecting the community's commitment to a mutually supportive and egalitarian relationship. In Jewish tradition, names are deeply symbolic. In a congregation-wide vote, you chose as your new name, Congregation Etz Chaim. Like so much in the Hebrew language, Etz Chaim is full of layers of meaning. We say of the Torah, the foundation of Judaism, Etz Chaim hi, it is a tree of life. As the Torah has supported the Jewish people through the ages, so may Congregation Etz Chaim be a support and a foundation for its members for generations to come. And Etz Chaim is also a living tree, as we see with these chuppah supports, celebrating the connection between Judaism and the natural world. One of the best known Jewish prayers is sung as the Torah is returned to the ark, a prayer that is particularly relevant in this new community.
Etz Chaim hi l'machazikim ba. It is a tree of life to those who hold it strongly.
We live in a busy world with many competing commitments. Sometimes it isn't easy to find a place for our Jewish lives and needs. But Congregation Etz Chaim is a place that welcomes the entirety of the person, our passion, our purpose, our pleasures, and our pains, where we can hold onto life-affirming support and build a community.
V'tomechecha made sure, and those who support it are blessed.
Community participation is one of our core values. We are who we are thanks to the many people who are standing behind me and the many people sitting here amongst the congregation. We have supported this community, and we will continue to support this community. You have donated countless hours, volunteer hours, sharing of your time and sharing of your talents. And we put in the time because the blessings come back tenfold. Blessings of joy and friendship, being enriched by engaging with our Judaism at so many levels.
Derachecha darchei noam. Its paths are paths of pleasantness.
We all travel many different paths on our spiritual journeys. We recognize that there are many different paths to Torah and treasure what we can learn from people on different paths.
V'chal netivotecha shalom, and all of its paths are peace.
Our name, Yisrael, literally means God wrestlers. Turning and turning the Torah to uncover new perspectives and deeper meanings, to bring us closer to the Holy One of Blessing. And underneath that wrestling and knowledge seeking, we are also looking for shlemut, wholeness and peace in ourselves, in our community, and in the world.
So at joyous occasions in our tradition, we celebrate with the blessing of the wine that links us together with creation, and we say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. When a couple marries, the bracha following the blessing over wine is about choosing relationships wisely, about setting apart certain connections as sanctified relationships. And for a congregational wedding, the participants face the challenge of developing new relationships and molding two different cultures into one new congregational family. Inspired by the Ten Commandments, the congregation will affirm these 10 Commandments. So I ask Russ and Laura to come up.
We will care for and respect our fellow congregants with all our heart, with all our soul, for care and respect are the foundation on which a marriage is built.
We will acknowledge our fellow congregants with conversation and perhaps a hug on Shabbat and other synagogue functions.
Always. We will never leave this synagogue angry, but we will resolve our differences with other congregants beforehand. The synagogue is a place of love and peace, and we will not bring anger here.
We will unconditionally support our fellow congregants in all their endeavors, whether we understand them or not. If it is important to another congregant, it's important to us.
We will make each other laugh as often as possible, for laughter is the nectar of the gods and promotes good health and well-being.
We will listen to each other with keen ears and a keen mind, for good communication is a key to a happy marriage, and listening, really listening, is the key to good communications.
We will not pick on congregants' flaws, for who amongst us is perfect? Though these little things can be annoying, we will ignore them.
We will share the synagogue's chores, for sharing the chores promotes togetherness and prevents the buildup of resentment when other congregants do not pitch in.
We will sit down and discuss all synagogue matters together, for agreeing on these matters will promote harmony in this marriage.
And finally, we will take the time every week to attend Shabbat services or attend a synagogue function. This is how we got to know one another, and with our modern hectic lives, it is important to take time out each week to spend special time with each other.
Amen.
Amen. Yes.
The ketubah, or the marriage contract, is the central document when a Jewish couple marries, and no less so here. So we're going to ask Hank Lair, the synagogue executive director, to have the honor of reading the ketubah.
On the 9th day of the month of Nisan in the year 5775, corresponding to March 29, 2015, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Congregation B'nai Tzedek and Congregation Ohav Shalom herein enter into a covenant in accordance with the traditions of Torah and the people Israel. We approach this ketubah as two communities, but shall leave it joined together as one, with deep gratitude to the source of life who has inspired us and given us the values that will bind us together. On this day we become one community, to be known henceforth as Congregation Etz Chaim. Surrounded by family and friends, we affirm our commitment to this union. We are thankful for the gifts of history, traditions, and values that our founding congregations have given us. We promise to honor our ancestors and families, and we will treasure the past that we have inherited by finding creative ways to celebrate it and build on it for the future. As we dedicate ourselves to community, education, spirituality, innovation, and creativity and participation, we pledge to each other our mutual trust and respect. We promise to act with integrity, forgiveness, and compassion as we seek out new challenges and opportunities to grow. We pledge to seek ways to maintain open channels of communication and create safe spaces for sharing thoughts, feelings, and experiences so that we can build our relationship on open communication, honesty, and loyalty. We promise to seek partnership and friendship as we embark on a new phase of our Jewish journeys. We pledge to cherish the uniqueness of each of our members, to trust in our values and insights, and to comfort and challenge one another. We promise to offer support and encouragement for personal growth and fulfillment of shared dreams, to celebrate the beauty and happiness of life, and to comfort each other in times of sorrow. We affirm our willingness to share our time, use our talents, and learn new skills for the benefit of our community and its undertakings. Joining together, we aim to enhance the foundations of our greater community by offering new opportunities to engage in Torah, Jewish learning, to come together for Avodah, Jewish worship and celebration, and to engage in Gemilut Chasadim, acts of loving kindness for Tikkun Olam, repair of the world. Together we will create a congregational home filled with laughter, wisdom, generosity, and compassion, a home with open doors for those seeking their Jewish place among the people Israel. Aware that life is ever-changing, we walk joyously into the future. With our community of family and friends as witness, we move forward in our life as Congregation Etz Chaim.
I now invite you to, if you're able, to please rise. V'shiberach avotenu Avraham, Yitzhak, v'Yaakov, v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless Kehila Kedusha Etz Chaim, this holy congregation Etz Chaim, and all of its members. May they grow deep roots in their new community, nourishing themselves from the foundations of our tradition, watered by enduring friendships and communal support. May this congregation provide comforting shelter in times of sorrow and a welcoming arbor in times of joy. May it extend its branches to newcomers so that all may enjoy the blossoming of new relationships and new energy, bearing fruit in a vibrant, multi-generational community. May the members of this congregation learn how good it is to dwell in community, uniting with all of the house of Israel, to open their hearts to God, Torah, and mitzvot. And building on the words of the traditional wedding blessings, Od Yishama Ba'arei Yehuda, may there soon be heard in this community the voice of bride and groom, toddler, child, teen, and elderly, intermingling as they renew themselves as a multi-generational community that rejoices in intergenerational connections. And let us say, Amen. And let us join together in the Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. Please remain standing as I invite, we have a number of our community rabbis have joined us to please come up on the bima here.
May God
bless you and keep you.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And when God's light may shine upon you, may it bring you peace.
Thank you. Okay. So each founding congregation has a history that it brings into the new community. Congregation of Shalom existed for over 130 years. Congregation B'nai Tzedek celebrated its 50th anniversary, its jubilee, this past December. As founder, immediate past president B'nai Tzedek, Alex Cohen, and immediate past president of Shalom, Randy Slovin, will transmit the Torah scrolls from the founding congregations through the steering committee to the new president and vice president, and we celebrate peace and community. As in all Jewish weddings, we end with the breaking of the glass. Like this shattered glass, may the barriers within these two congregations shatter, allowing the members to fully and lovingly unite to form Congregation Etz Chaim. Mazel
their seats. First of all, welcome to the whole mishpacha, the old, the new, and all of you who are now members of Etz Chaim, a tree of life. It's my true pleasure to preside here today. I'm Susan DeLotte, and I originally come from Dayton, Ohio, and I must tell you that I belong to an Orthodox congregation. I still do in Dayton, Beth Jacob, and they have tried for the last, I don't know how many years, to try to merge with a conservative synagogue, and it all fell apart, and I think the difference, frankly, is Dick Friedman. And you are so lucky to have him. I've known Dick a long time, and I knew he had a lot of talents. I knew he knew how to run UC, and I knew he could do a lot of other things, and I knew his lovely wife, Gail, would help him with everything, but I never knew he could merge congregations. This is absolutely historic. My husband, Stanley, tells me that this has never happened in the history of Cincinnati. Even after the war, he said, when a lot of the congregations moved from Avondale up north, that was the time to merge. And when members had a lot of money back then, it was after the war, they'd made money in steel and textiles and all kinds of things. They had the money to merge and to build buildings, but they had a few problems. One was rabbis don't like to lose their job. Congregations are hard to get together. So this is really monumental that you've been able to do this, and it's an amazing accomplishment. First, I'd like to call up the members of the Oversight Committee who will make the presentation to Dick Friedman. And Dick, I'd like you to come up as well. And the Oversight Committee is Simon Newman, Randy Slavin, and I saw Randy Slavin's mother come in, and she was like the picture of Nachas. So congratulations, Mazel Tov, Mrs. Slavin. Russ Rosen, Terry Brodoff, and Daryl Raymond.
Now that we are officially united as one synagogue, we would be remiss without honoring Richard E. Friedman. It's not an overstatement to say that without the counsel and advice of Dick Friedman, we might not be here today. Dick Friedman's accomplishments are impressive. Dick was a member of the University of Cincinnati faculty and administrative staff for over 35 years, serving 14 years as the Dean of the McMicken College of Arts and Sciences, and 14 years as an assistant to the president. Additionally, Dick is a major pillar in the Cincinnati Jewish community. He has served as the president of the boards of trustees for the Jewish Federation of Cincinnati, the Jewish Community Relations Council, and the Hillel Student Center at the University of Cincinnati. He has been a board member of Rockdale Temple and is a past president of the Center for Holocaust and Humanity Education. Currently, Dick serves as a board member of many community organizations, both religious and secular. On many occasions, Dick has received awards for his outstanding community service. Most important to us, Dick has been a mentor and friend to those who wish to unite congregations B'nai Tzedek and Ohav Shalom to form Congregation Etz Chaim. When our initial group of 5 floundered and didn't know where to begin, it was Dick who taught us how to proceed and then how to succeed. Dick explained that for us to move forward, we, in his words, needed the right people on the bus. And so a steering committee made up of 6 members from each congregation was formed. Dick advocated that we needed to take baby steps in order to get to know one another and to build trust in one another. Most of all, and most important, he preached patience, emphasizing that it was not going to happen overnight. Yes, there were times when the bus almost drove off the road, but Dick was always there to steer us straight. He was, and still is, the voice of calm and reason. Personally, I have gained a new friend and mentor. I have learned much about leadership and achieved personal growth through my association with Dick. I can honestly say that without his guidance and mentoring, I would not have accepted the position of president of Congregation Etz Chaim. It is difficult to truly convey the depth of our gratitude for all that Dick has done to help us achieve our goal of unification. He has graciously attended countless meetings in spite of his already burdensome schedule. Through Dick's wisdom, we have learned how to compromise and move forward. Doubtless, his talents have led us to this auspicious day. 2 years ago, unification seemed impossible, but Dick's guidance helped make the impossible happen. It is challenging to appropriately express in just a few words the honors and esteem we bestow upon Dick. We sincerely hope that Dick realizes our high regard for him. Because of all you have contributed, your time, your advice, Congregation awards you and your lovely wife, Gail, a lifetime membership to our shul. We welcome you and Gail to join us. We welcome you and Gail to join us on any occasion, celebration, or holiday. In addition, we present you with this crystal vase, which reads, "With sincere appreciation and gratitude to Dick Friedman, Congregation Etz Chaim, March 29th, 2015. Dick, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you will now know that we are serious when we say that our shul is your shul."
I think I was just told that there was a pledge card sort of stapled to this thing as well. Is that possible? Maybe not. Or maybe the pledge cards are at your seat. Let me just say, and I know that I stand between you and the celebration, which is really very lovely. This is his historic moment, not necessarily for me, but for the city of Cincinnati and the congregants of this particular new shul. You are to be congratulated. Mazel tov. My 2 years with you have been spent as a wonderful journey. This to me, I've been involved in so many things in the community, I think as was noted, and so many boards and so many whatever. This is a unique outing. And to find myself under the chuppah with all of you is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, and once again, mazel tov.
I'd like to now call on Terry Brodoff. This isn't on the program. I'd like to call up Hava Vidal and Hank Lehrer. Would you please come up to the podium?
She's smiling, but she's yelling at me.
Damn right she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our wedding planners to you, Hank and Hava. You know, most weddings take about a year to plan. 6 months perhaps if you already have the venue.
Well, when the steering committee and the oversight committee announced it's time to finalize our relationship, I called Chava. Now, Chava has a reputation for pulling things together that are impossible to pull off. So when I asked her, can you pull off a wedding in, say, 8 weeks? She said, huh? Then she said, give me 9 weeks and we will have a wedding. 9 weeks later, here we are today. Chava, you and your partner in crime, Hank, managed to pull together a team and make this beautiful day a wonderful way to start our legacy at Etz Chaim. Chava, on behalf of the Oversight Committee that recognizes everything you do after I tell them what you do, we would like to present you first with an original piece of jewelry from Modern Art Jewelry, Aaron Rubenstein. It is one of the very first Etz Chaim pendants, and we know that you will wear that with pride. I'd also like to present just a token, Chava, of our appreciation. We know that we would be nowhere near where we are today without you. So thank you very much. Hank?
Second.
There's the water bottle. Thank you, Hank. Hank, I did not give you a necklace.
Second one.
Sorry about your luck.
Maybe a tie clip?
No, not even a tie clip. Unbelievable. But we do recognize that Chava creates a vision, and it's your job to rein her in sometimes, and to build the vision. So often we say, Hank, you are the glue that holds this place together. And we ask that you please accept this from the Oversight Committee, and thank you so very much.
All right. Well, that was very, very touching. I want to remind everyone that you're to stay, in case you don't think of this, that you're to stay here for champagne and cake cutting, which will follow the musical entertainment. We're now going to have musical entertainment, and it's going to be about 10 minutes each, so it's not going to be real long, but it's going to be really fantastic. Chava and Hank have put together 3 of the most incredible groups I have ever seen. One of them I'm familiar with, and I can't wait for you to see them, but I understand the other 2 are just as good. First, we're going to have the dancers from the Russian Theater of Cincinnati. They're the dance ensemble Kabluchuk, which was founded in 2011 as part of Cincinnati Jewish Theater under the patronage of the Jewish Community Center. The ensemble was established by a group of enthusiasts and professionals who emigrated to the U.S., mostly from the countries of the former Soviet Union. The dance group embraces cultural inheritance of both Eastern and Western European, including elements of Jewish, Russian, Ukrainian, Polish, and French culture, as well as that of their new American home. Dance ensemble is under the leadership of choreographer and lead dancer Dennis Ehrman. Kabluchuk took part in the Cincinnati Jewish theater shows such as Sounds of Shtetl, Jewish Wedding, World War II Memorial Concert, Never Again, in regional festivals such as the Cincinnati Russian Cultural Festivals and the Dayton International Festival, and many other shows. It's my honor to present to you the Russian Theater of Cincinnati. Well, a big todarabah to our wonderful Russian theater company and our accordion player, and thank you to the Queen City Klezmerine for helping out with Hava Nagila. That was really fun. And to all of our dancers. Our next group, we're going to change cultures a little bit. We're now going to have dancers from the Cultural Center of India performing Bollywood beat. As good as the first two groups have been, this group is possibly even more sensational. I have seen them perform numerous times. I'm a Civil War buff, and they've performed with a lot of things I've seen. They're incredibly well known. It's the dancers from the Flying Cloud Academy of Vintage Dance, performing historic ballroom dances that were popular in North America in the 1850s and 1860s. So much to the Flying Cloud Academy. They were wonderful. Well, the program is almost at an end. We're going to have a champagne toast and then the cutting of the wedding cake, followed by the Queen City Klezmerine. Let me first ask Dick Friedman to come back up, who will toast Cincinnati's newest synagogue, Congregation Etz Chaim.
Thank you, Susan. Ladies and gentlemen, would you do me a favor, please? If you have a glass near you, would you please raise it, please? And there's some glasses here if you need them. Okay. If you've got some glasses in your hand and they're being passed around, I'll wait till everybody gets something, maybe, for a moment or two. That includes the dancers. Let me assure you of something more careful than that. I cannot dance, so you will not see me dance, even though you saw those people dance. How about a show of appreciation for all the dancers, please, as we head up here, huh? Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I believe we may have everybody had something. If we could, ladies and gentlemen, shh, please. Please, just one more moment if we could. I know that it's been a wonderful day. Just on the advent of Passover and the Happy Pesach to each of you in this new building, and I mean new building, new shul, and a new life together. We raise our glasses and say together, L'chaim. Thank you, and good luck, and there's cake coming, and enjoy.
Thank you, Dick, and thank you for all you did for this congregation. I now want to call up the office staff, Hank Lear, the executive director, Chava Vidal, the youth and family program director. Those two are AKA the wedding planners, and Susan Farmer, the administrative assistant. Will they please go over to the cake for the cake cutting, and everyone is welcome to come up as well.